So, today is another episode of Chalk and Chat by Blooming Kids House. Today is special because we have a special guest. Okay, so this person is very dear to me. Before I lost my dad, I always say I have two fathers. And now that one is in heaven watching over me and my siblings, I still have an earthly father. And it's no other person than my uncle. He's also my uncle. He's my dad, my mentor. He is someone I cherish. I also look up to him because he has really done well for us as a family. So now, let me introduce you. He always tells us that we should not call him Alaji. But I'm not going to call him Alaji today. I'm going to say Mr. Kolawole Anyawale is here with us. Alright, so today I am very excited to have this program because I know we're going to learn a lot from your wealth of knowledge, your experience, and word of wisdom. So let's start with this. I want you to walk us through your early years, your early days, how you started your first business, and how was the experience for you?
Thank you very much, and thanks a lot for the encomiums. I don't know sometimes whether I deserve it or not, but I would say that pleasure to be here. I like what I see and what I hear. I like the look and feel of the environment, and I know that we're set for business. My prayer is that this brand that's coming up will outlive you. That means that we're successful or be passed on to the next generation. Even after you. What our own generation without. Early years. I formed my first company in 1982. July to be precise. Barely 2 years after I finished it for. I finished it for I think June 1918 and started completed July 1982 and began business in December 1978. So, how it was, a young man starting business, no experience, nothing, but well with the ambition to succeed in life and choosing a profession as a springboard. So I chose advertising. And then it's surprising. I haven't read just history, not that I read communication, I read history from UI. Like, we also grew up in Mushin, and I don't think I ever heard about a career called advertising when I was in uni, except for the song by King Sunny Ade, where he said road publicity. That was when I knew about it. They have a cousin, uncle, friend that have been in it. Complex of making success out of it. But the idea came when I was looking for where to affiliate my degree to as a youth corporate. Inspired, advised by them, and I chose to it and wrote the exam. That gave me the confidence, that I could start very early. And so, after working briefly for maybe a year and a half or less than two, I incorporated mine. I got to advertising November 1, 1980.
Wow. Good dates.
Yeah, I was employed by graphic advertising. And then by November, 2 years after, my own company started. So it was initially quite challenging, like any business. But going back, I didn't fear failure. I was young. I was ambitious, and because of my background, I didn't fear. There was something like, failure. I was already on ground. So
because you also started early.
Very early, yeah. I didn't fear failure. That's all I can say.
Yes.
And I was ready to go through the pains and the challenges that were going to be in our way. And that exactly. You can't eat your cake and have it. There are certain things that you must pass through in business. particularly when you are starting a company where you didn't have money, you didn't have chairman, you didn't have
Any godfather?
anybody, no godfather, you didn't even have any
Any
client
client?
to start with. So it was bound to be tough. And I knew that even before we started, we were able to brace it with the energy of youth, the readiness to face challenges, and the notion that, hey, he who's on the ground fears no fall. All right? You're already on the ground.
You're already on the ground, so there's no need to fear.
So that was it initially, until 3-4 years after, we began to go after the industry.
Fantastic. Oh my. I learned a lot. Number one is you should start anyway.
Yeah, that's that.
And from what you said you were not even afraid to fail.
Yeah.
Because you already figured it out that you're going to face so many challenges. No matter what, you are still going to progress and move on.
No shortcut.
Thank
Even
you.
when you have all the resources in the world, you're starting any business. You must plan, make challenges and face them. Even the biggest companies in the world that are very successful at what they do, they will plan that, look, I'm starting this business, next 4 or 5 years, I'm going to the next profit, I'm making, losses of the year 5 years. Right?
Yeah.
Only in Africa that you want to start business.
And then you want to break even immediately. So
very early that it doesn't have to come or not in the sense that maybe circumstances, situations just change and it favors you.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm sure you can all hear and listen to him, new founders, or you're just trying to start, you're trying to say, oh, I can't figure things out, or nothing is really looking straight. Maybe I need to give up. You don't need to give up. If you want to be a founder, you want to found that business, that big idea, just go for it. Okay? Everything will work out. So far, you're not going to give up. You're going to keep pushing, and you're going to be hardworking as well. Because, Daddy, hard work also play the big role in your success. You can say that.
Number one, there are no failures in the world.
Yes.
There are only men and women who do not know how to succeed. It's not my language, it's not my coinage. I read it somewhere. But nothing beats that. You just have to do. You have to give work.
Yes.
You have to do the work. No shortcut to success. I'm afraid that you are not. You just have to. And you also have to sacrifice while you are doing the work. Work must be done. Luckily, I was raised by a father who very early in life in Yoruba would tell me that, look, Maruf, that's my Muslim name. You can't escape work. That if you don't work with black hair, you will slave with your gray hair. So that's what I grew up learning from my father, who never went to school, but was very intelligent.
You are intelligent in our family, yes. Yeah. So are you intelligent in your family? So I have a very good template to follow, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm so inspired by your journey, and that's why we are here. We're still pushing, we're still growing, we're still thriving. So now that brings me to another question, Daddy. Is as new founders, myself inclusive, when we start something like a business, a project, the major challenge is finding your dream team, bringing them together. Because it's another, when I newly started Blooming Kids House, I was the customer service, I was the enrollment officer, everything combined, because we just started, and I was taking all of those roles. But as we grew, I had to form a team, especially the management team, to delegate those roles to them, because the capacity is increasing. We need more able men and intelligent ones at that. So at what point, or what were the strategies you took that made you to be able to, form your dream team? We always call them dream team because it is not easy bringing in people to buy into your vision, understand it, and run with it. How was your experience?
My answer to that is this: if I tell you A, B, Z as if I knew it when I was starting, I'll be lying. All right, and I don't lie. But let me say this: my advice: any business you want to get into, sit down. No matter how carelessly formed the business is, sit down and determine what are the key success factors. What are the things that are important to making sure that business grows. All right, that's one. That's number one. But it's that we inform your HR policy. Meanwhile, I have a company which my daughter, assisted in, growing up, and the day I appointed her, the very first recruitment she made was to recruit a very good HR officer. You cannot know it all, you can't do it all. So the first thing you need to do is answer your question as to how to populate the business with people who share a vision, who can deliver on it. You have to get, just as you're talking to your lawyers to form the company, you also have to talk to HR. HR is very important. Don't think you can do it all. It will not be duty of HR advising you. You know exactly what you want. You need, even before you recruit anybody, you ought to have done what you call job
description.
You know, you are the visionary, you know what you want.
Yeah.
That job description will determine who can hire, and the HR will help you in identifying and employing them. However, HR will also know that it's not about qualification anymore.
Absolutely.
That's important, yes, but it's not the most important thing. You need people who have the attitude and the right for your business. Don't forget one thing in life. Life is like, if you're climbing, it's like you have a ladder. One ladder, one stem is your education. The other one is your attitude. Without the two, you can't climb up. So you need, and these days, with no amount of graduates out there, many of them highly unemployable, soft issues are taking over. Who is Ola Yewale? How nice is it to work with? How cooperative? How inspirational? How is he able to energize, his teammates and all? They're becoming very, very important. Give me a first-class brain with bad attitude, and give me a 2-2 graduate with wonderful attitude. I will go from this.
Yeah, absolutely. So your certification, qualification is not enough. It is very important, but your attitude is very, very important.
So you need to group of people with good attitude.
Yes, I think I'm very big on attitude as well, because our work, we are relating with people. We're not selling products. We are service-based business. So the right attitude, you need to have the right attitude to nurture parents, to communicate with them, because we don't just have the children. We have two customers, the children and the parents. So if you have something like that, or you're just a founder of another business, it is whether you sell a product or you're delivering service, you need the right attitude. And we are hearing it from my uncle, my dad. I think I should also say that he's not just running one business, he's running 6 businesses. And that brings me to another question, because right now I know that you're retired, but you're not tired, right? Yes. So how have you been doing it? Running 6 businesses, you're not fully involved. Are we going to say it's because of the structure you've created, or system, or just finding the right people, like you just said, right? And finding the right team. What has been working for you? That you're retired but not tired, but your 6 businesses are still running successfully?
Well, each one runs almost independently of the other.
Okay.
Even though they collaborate when necessary. But each one is manned by its own head. In other words, that an MD for each company. MD is specially selected, and driven by ambition as well, and knowing that they got to deliver on the product. So with that, it's very easy to coordinate either individual at board level, or yes, even though I'm retired, then I'm still on top. Not on top. I can be called upon, I can be to do the little bit that I can do to help. So that way, I've had it easy. And a bit also, maybe because of the nature of my business. Out of these 5 MDs, I think 4 are women.
Women, girl power.
A good woman. Mark my word, my self-controversial.
Okay.
A good woman rather than a good man. Don't forget, the 2 of them are good.
They are good.
When it comes to devotion, commitment,
Commitment.
when it comes to little distraction, apart from maybe family or children,
Yeah.
women I
They are
found them to
very
be very
focused.
focused and very supportive. And they won't, in most cases,
And we are born nurturing. We nurture things, whether a husband, our children, family. We are nurturers. So
a woman by nature is a multiplier.
yeah.
Hmm? Give a woman a house, it makes it a home.
Thank you. So now, this one is very dear to me because I know you've been talking about how I should create balance, ensure that I stay healthy, because if you're not alive, you can't move dreams, you can't create, businesses, you can't even build empire. So I want to ask, how can we create that balance? Being a founder and you still want to stay on top of the vision.
No, don't worry yourself at all. Just create a good structure.
Yes, sir.
And populate the structure with good material. We'll have this. Look, if two people are in a business and they think alike, one of these one just the one person, the visionary, who knows what he or she wants and who creates purposefully, intentionally, a good structure relevant for the business with checks and balances, the portfolio line, control line. My job is just to look at those lines, not to do the job for which you hire people to. If you're an employer, you are still the one doing the job. And your employees are not needed. And then you can't grow up by yourself. Let me assure you that we still have a lot of materials in Nigeria that, as bad as we think the outputs are, honestly, it's not that bad at all. They put people, train them very well. They will deliver for you. And what you need to do is create a good company, a good what's the word now? Good chemistry with the company. If somebody leaves, honestly, and another person comes, the system
the system, the culture.
The culture. So you need to build a good culture. I didn't know this early, I knew it later. I know that it works. So structure,
culture, and systems. Also. And that's what we are doing. And may God help us to do the right thing.
And don't also forget that now your generation has technology to assist.
And it makes our life easier
than our own lives.
And then it makes us even look smarter.
But if you're not careful,
I know you have your reservations.
Technology can make you redundant. However, when you use it well, you got peace.
Absolutely.
And progress.
Yes. I agree. Okay, so now let's digress a little because we've been too serious. So what do you do for fun? I know we are Aworis, we are Lagosians, so we make things happen. So what do you do for fun? How do you enjoy yourself?
Let me start by shocking you. I don't like traveling out of Nigeria.
Yes.
I love this country. I love our parties. I love our women. What I mean is, we're one of the most beautiful people all over the world, and I tell people there is nothing, I've been everywhere, but there's nothing I'm looking for outside. I don't find even Lagos, as tight as we think we are, look at our beaches.
Oh my.
Look at our resort from the first to Badagry.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, there are places you can go in Lagos and stay for 1 week, nobody will know. Okay, so I enjoy parties, I enjoy reading, I still enjoy meeting people, and of course I enjoy going to people.
Beach. Yes. And you love our company because I know how you chase us on the phone. Yeah. Are you coming for breakfast? Are you coming? I
don't know where that came from. I'm highly family oriented. I believe that you own your family, but your family also owns you. Right. At the end of the day, when the chips are down, your father is down. When the chips are down. What about the glamour? When the chips are down, and you need people around you.
Your family first. And then you played, after God. You played that role beautifully when we lost my father. Because
I also pray to continue to play that role to the very end of my own life.
My uncle, my dad, sitting right here, he's been like a pillar not like he's a pillar, one of the pillars, because we have other pillars. But he is not just maybe, just take money, go and do it. He's also going to be there with you. He will stand with you and comfort you. Thank you so much for all you have been doing for us, for all the family members, for me and my siblings, for your care and your love. Ultimately, your love.
Guess what? Man?
Yes, sir.
Thank God for everything. God is wonderful. If I don't do it, somebody else will do it. So it's also a privilege. And I tell my children something. It's important to also have quality children for my
Shout out to Salari.
This life, you can't live it alone. All things with cousins and nephews, they are family. And when you look back, I'm telling you, if we don't come from that family,
Amen.
What family can do for you, not family is
yes. So I also hear people saying, sometimes it's the paternal side, uncles, aunties, they are always wicked or evil. But when you go to the maternal side, they are very accommodating. But I don't have that experience.
That's not so in Ayawale.
Yes. So please go and check your family. Ayawale, Olawale family.
We are tough people.
Yes.
And when we apply that toughness, we succeed. Yes. But in terms of being diabolical or in terms of being
killing one another all of those, we don't experience that.
I've been part of that family in the last 70 years.
Yes. So we are not like that. I have a beautiful family. Thank you thank you to God and for the good people we have here. So now we're rounding up because I don't want to take your time. I want you to leave us with word of wisdom, especially founders. And I want to say this: it's not everyone that can become a founder. Did you agree? Because some are always, right now in this generation, everybody wants, have a business. Everybody wants to be a founder. And then you realize that within 5 years, we'll have maybe we have 20 businesses. Within 5 years, maybe 15, they are out there. 5 are surviving.
Let me tell you what I tell people outside here, generally. I wish this generation, your generation, will look at the strength in quality partnership. It's also always very difficult to do it all by. I'm not saying you cannot be a Dangote by yourself. You can't be an entrepreneur or a Mike Adenuga. I'm not saying that, but honestly speaking, go and check the most successful companies. Even in the past. Look at the story of GT.
Yes.
Not only that they were in partnership, they also brought people who are much more superior to them to start the company at themselves. You need people. You need quality people.
Good people.
So your generation should not run away from seeking
partnership.
Appropriate partnership.
But I think you had it well in your own time. Because right now we have good people. I don't want to say evil people because they want to outsmart each other. They want to just dupe one another, things like that. So people are always very skeptical when it comes to partnership.
But don't stereotype. When you talk to people who say it, tell them, have they had the experience? Or what they've heard? Okay? I still believe that with the population, we still have a sizable number of people who want to succeed successfully. That's number one. Number two, as an entrepreneur, as a young founder, I would always assume, do your best. Work for the best, but leave the rest to God. There are times that things are going to challenge you, so you need to be tough to know that challenges don't last forever. What's that book? Tough times don't last.
Yes, but tough people do.
So what I will advise is, no matter how, look at a company like Procter & Gamble, very successful company, but there have been cases of failure. So know that life is ups and downs. And companies are like human beings. Blooming time. To take from the name, there are times that those things blooming enough, something to bloom, and then you have to, it's a period. You also have to know what it takes.
Learn your lessons.
When you are the value of despair. And you know how to rise up again. But companies must rise and fall, they can rise again. They can rise because you have done the work, honestly, and if you are realistic. Look, that's what they call office law, that whatever will go wrong will just go wrong. Sometimes it's not
about what you've done.
Societal pressure can
even government policies.
can.
Yes.
So what happened? I mean, companies who went through hell, they rose out of it stronger.
Yeah.
So always look on that side. My advice is, as a founder, keep your eye on the ball.
Yeah.
Keep your eye on the numbers.
Eye on numbers.
Put your structure in place that if you look at the indices, if anything happens, you will know what has caused this drop and work towards it. Don't sleep.
So you have to be very proactive. Not when things are happening, that's when you want to Yeah. I agree with that, and I can relate to it as well. So thank you for coming on board. Thank you. Okay, thank you for being here. I'm sure we've learned a lot, especially young founders like myself and people that are still coming on board to join the to join the data. So thank you for coming, and it was really exciting and interesting having you here, sitting right beside me.
I wish you success. Huh?
Thank you. So on that note, we are saying bye-bye.
Bye.